Hey guys, it is Holy Basil, and we are back between the rack, back with another video. Thank you for clicking on it, and just an update, still on the diet. Got 5 weeks left in this shred competition. Calories are at 2,100. I finally dipped below 200 pounds for the first time in a while, so that was super exciting to see that on the scale. Things are going well, and I'm famous. Made it on the Jumbotron at the Tennessee game. That was really cool. I'm famous now.
Don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool to be on TV.
I don't really want to be famous.
I'm currently cutting for the next 5 weeks, and I started the year closer to 230 pounds, and right now I'm around 200. Hit 196 the other day, so we could say that I'm down around 30 pounds. So with that 30 pounds lost, I have learned lots of things, and the subject of discussion for today's video are going to be some lesser known things or some, aspects that aren't spoken about as much. Some people have addressed them, but you don't see them as commonly. The main things that people talk about when dieting are going to be drinking diet drinks, so replacing those empty calories. Don't drink your calories, and that includes sauces, swapping like real fatty things for buffalo sauce or mustard, things that have low calories that aren't going to haunt you on the calorie log.
Now let's take a look at our ghost.
Why, it's Jamie Craigmore.
Everyone knows to track your calories, at least a 200 calorie deficit, upwards of 1,000 for extreme fat loss. Walk more, at least 10,000 steps a day. For me, being a nurse, I usually get that by 3 o'clock. If it's a bad day, I get it by noon.
Yeah, guys, I think we got ourselves a natural.
Wow! Look at me! I can walk!
Even just going out of your way to walk some, whether that's to the mailbox, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, all those things are neat. So NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, things that aren't delegated cardio, that aren't going to be a chore per se, but they definitely help you burn some calories and increase your BMR.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
Whole foods, everybody knows it. Eat more whole foods. Eat things that are going to take longer for your body to digest, things that came from the ground, things that are on the prowl in the jungle that you can eat. Staying away from as much processed food as you can. What God created is best for us, and that's whole foods. Don't get me wrong, I love my whole foods, but there's some processed things I like, so you can throw a few things in there. It's not gonna derail everything, because ultimately calories in, calories out is king, but it does make a difference when you eat majority whole foods. Take progress pictures, even videos. That's gonna help you compare, because the eye is deceitful, and we have a tendency to downplay our progress, especially as we lose size. We can get kind of frustrated, but if you have those videos, if you have those pictures from 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 13, etc., it's gonna be really satisfying and motivating for the next time that you do it, because you're probably not gonna see the progress that truly occurred. People around you might, but if you're anything like me, you're gonna be hard on yourself. Sleep more, 6 at least hours. 8 is ideal, of course, but the more that you can sleep, the more that you can recover. I know that's not feasible for every person to sleep 8 hours with work and life, school, kids, etc. Progressive overload. Yeah, you can still make some gains on your cut. It might not be anything crazy. You're not going to be setting crazy PRs, but you can also set relative PRs relative to your weight, so percentage based. Now that's pretty cool. You might not be benching as much, but if your body weight drops by 20 pounds and your bench decreases by 5 pounds, I consider that a gain. It's pretty good. Drinking more water, that's going to help you feel satiated. That's going to help you be hydrated, and especially with the lack of carbs and micronutrients that you're normally getting when you're bulking or eating at maintenance, that's going to help your muscles, and probably just going to help your mindset in general. Now for the lesser known things that I have personally found out, and that I believe to be very helpful, that's going to be one, you're going to have bulked clothes, so you're going to have clothing that fits you better when you're bulked up. a little bigger. So I like my clothing a little bigger. I usually wear an XL on most things in my tops, and in the pants, like a 34, 36-inch waist. Having a wider waist, of course, and bigger quads is gonna make it tough to find clothes that actually fit. But as you lean down, you're gonna need lean clothes or skinny clothes, whatever you wanna call them. So don't get rid of your clothes, hang on to them. I know that comes with extra expense, but you didn't get into lifting weights to save any money. It's gonna save you in the long run. You can buy a bunch of t-shirts for less than $20. This is from Hollister, less than $20, and it's a large. It fits me better than the XL, and I'm not swimming in it, because there is a psychological component to cutting, especially if you're natural, that you're gonna be swimming in your clothing a little, and it's gonna be like a, what do they call it? DYEL, like do you even lift? People will not notice. And so it's not like a vanity thing, but it's just gonna help your mindset and help you not feel like you're just small, to have some larges and XLs, or if you're normally a large when you're bulked, to have some mediums. It's gonna be much better. So you're, especially at work, I've got fat clothes for work and I've got skinnier clothes for work. So I've got scrubs XL top, XXL top, and then I've got just regular large that I'm currently wearing. And that just helps, and helps me look more professional, because nobody wants to be working with somebody who looks like they're wearing a trash bag, because that's how my XL and XXL scrubs fit right now.
Can't fit in. Can't fit in.
Don't compare yourself to anyone else. I know this seems so simple, but with all the social media that we have, gym influencers, and there are always people that look better than you. And yeah, it's cool, you can get some motivation from these people, but you're most likely gonna be hard on yourself. And so me personally, it works out better when I'm not constantly looking at fitness content or people's workouts, because it makes me feel insecure and makes me feel like I'm not progressing the way that I should be. Really, just look at your previous self, focus on what you're doing, and only compare yourself to yourself. Even if that takes getting off of social media for a while, that's gonna be a good brain cleanse anyway, because it's filth. Most of it's filth. As you're cutting, trying to lose weight, you can switch it up entirely and focus on new muscle groups that you either are deficient in or haven't trained before. So if you've never trained your neck before, a cut could be a great time to train your neck, because it's going to be open to all sorts of gains.
All kinds of gains. All kinds.
It's going to be detrained. You can make some progress in it, and it's not going to be super stressful. And it could be fun to train something new, to be out of the norm. If you don't train forearms, if you don't train calves, glutes, your anterior tibialis, whatever it might be, the cut could be a good time to train these things, because it's uncharted real estate. For me, I'm a little bit more chest dominant than I am shoulder, so your rear delts, or my rear delts, will be a perfect opportunity to train in a cut, because I'm deficient, and that's gonna tell as I cut down some, it's gonna be more obvious, because when you're bulked up, it's a little deceiving. Train less. Calories are just like money, and if you're making a lot of money, you can afford to spend a lot more. As we drop our calories, it's that we're unable to train as much. I know we have this mindset of we need to train hard during a cut and burn fat, just go hard, whatever it might be. But that is entirely wrong. And this is not an excuse to cop out or to say, hey, I'm gonna take it easy in my training, but simply cut back the volume so that way you can maintain intensity. Excitement to actually go to the gym, because as your calories drop, your excitement is gonna be much less to go to the gym. You don't wanna be reliant on too much caffeine or stimulants during your cut. That's like burning a candle on both ends. Don't do that. Don't be afraid or think that you're not gonna make gains because you're training less often, because you have less to work with. When you increase those calories, go back up to maintenance, or try to bulk again, you have more to work with, your sleep is gonna be better, and you can afford to train more. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below, maybe address a technique or strategy that you like to use for cutting fat that I didn't talk about. Subscribe. I got a big giveaway coming up soon, approaching 400 subscribers. I'm super stoked, super thankful for you guys, and peace. See you in the next one.